Top of the hour. Well, this afternoon, members of the Christian and Muslim faiths will get together in Keller for a picnic, and that aims to promote unity. But if you're looking for something other than the mainstream, WBAP's Alan Skaya has a suggestion in this week's Sunday feature.
This is the music you'll hear next week at the world's first public satanic ritual.
It's a necromancy ritual to attain what we call Ahriman's decree, Ahriman being the devil.
The Church of Ahriman will hold the ritual next Saturday at White Rock Lake. Head Minister Adam Daniels plans to raise the spirit of a woman who may have committed suicide there, but he won't say how he'll do it.
Magician doesn't reveal his secrets.
TCU Religious Studies professor Jim Atwood says this church appears to deviate from most satanic groups.
The Church of Satan, Anton LaVey's group, they focus on the devil or Satan. As far as I can see, it's just kind of a negative counter-expression to Christianity.
Instead, the Church of Ahriman does identify a deity and more closely mirrors Zoroastrianism.
Without a doubt, Ahriman is understood to have some sort of divine figure. Not a very nice guy, but a god nonetheless.
Zoroastrians identify Ahriman as a destructive god. Daniels says he was drawn to that deity because it represents free will.
In order to create change, you have to have chaos. And how we look at it, the way other religions apply things is through order and through enslavement. The way we see the devil is a bringer of freedom.
Change is through destruction. It's almost like getting rid of what needs to be destroyed in order to pave the way for what needs to be instituted. And that's a basic Hindu idea, actually.
Atwood says the Church of Ahriman also deviates from most satanic groups because Daniels registered it as a legitimate church in Texas.
It is a little unusual. They must have a lawyer somewhere, which is maybe they have a lawyer among them, I don't know. But the 501(c) gains them certain legal status.
Daniels says he registered so he could make his group more accessible and understandable than the Church of Satan.
I don't want to see my religion die because other people don't want to take up the hilt and take up the fight. They try to hoard people into either being individual practitioners or underground cabals.
Ideological differences prompted Daniels to dissolve another satanic group he ran in Oklahoma.
The Church of Satan, along with modern Satanists, call us devil worshippers.
Very, very common with new religious movements is to have fractures, schismatic groups going off.
That first group tried to hold a public event last year, but received dozens of death threats. Reverend Mark Schlossberg says he's now working with Dallas police to ensure safety next Saturday.
It's a late-night event. We would appreciate if they would keep an eye on it because of the fact that we have had threats in the past.
And Atwood says that's a smart idea.
When it comes to anything related to Satan or Satan worship, that could trigger somebody.
But Daniel says he's just trying to present his ideas to anyone who will listen. He says his followers look forward to someday going to hell.
To me, it's going to be a place of freedom and spiritual ecstasy, that I will be away from the tyranny. To me, heaven would be more like how Nazi Germany was ran.
But here on Earth, Daniel's goal is to move into a brick-and-mortar church someday.
People are still scared. I don't think we'll ever be accepted, but the point is to be tolerated.
Alan Skaya, WBAP 24/7 News.
Thank you, Alan. It's now 6:50.